Alright, yo, what's up? I see myself, I'm live, let's do this. Yo, what's up people, I'm Tapioca. Today I'm going to be playing Zone of the Enders 1 and 2, along with Yakuza, but that's like later tonight. For now I'm just going to be doing Zone of the Enders 1 and 2. So, let's do it. I'm going to be playing this on Xbox 360 today, so this is the HD version. It runs faster, it lags less, it loads faster, it's just the best version of the game. So anyway, oh yeah, it has a glitch too. The HD version of this game has a glitch, really small one. But I'm in charge of the timer, so let's just start it in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so as you can see, mech action game. I think Hideo Kojima had something to do with this. He put his name on the box, but I think he had a lot less to do with it than people think he did. But anyway, we are your typical mech protagonist kid. He doesn't want to pilot the mech, but he's got to save, in this case, his space colony. Orbiting Jupiter, I think it is, or like a moon of Jupiter, something like that. We're going to spend the next 20 minutes flying around, ostensibly trying to save the space colony. Keep in mind, as I do this, we are trying to save the colony, not completely destroy it. We'll see how that goes. This is technically the first boss. Oh, she's not dead. Wow, did not expect that. I failed the strat. Okay, get out of here. There we go. You want to throw her up against the ground. This game has a mechanic in it where if you throw someone against a wall perpendicularly, they take extra damage. And in this game, it's fixed a little bit in the sequel, but in this game, it's like impossible to get it to work. So it just doesn't work half the time, and she doesn't take the extra damage. The fight would have ended immediately if she had. But there we go. I just unlocked the pause menu. In this game, they actually made the pause menu an item you have to pick up. So there it is. We now have the ability to pause the game. Now that I've killed that guy, we're about to get the item to leave the area. This game, the structure of it's pretty weird. It's like sort of, I don't want to call it open world, but you'll see in a second here. We've got like this overworld area, and you fly around to different parts of the space colony. Alright, first boss, first phase. He's Big Jellyfish Man. As long as we keep baiting out these fire attacks, we can just stand right up in front of him and then shoot him with the pea shooter, and there you go. That's his first phase. And for a second phase, we're just gonna get up in his face and hit him with these charge attacks. Really easy first boss. Get him off screen as quickly as possible to prevent lag. This is the least laggy version of the game, but it still lags quite a bit. This HD collection is not known for its performance. Alright, you gotta destroy these dudes. I'm specifically aiming for the guy in front. Perfect. I didn't think that was actually gonna hit him. The dude in front of this group of enemies was a commander, which means that hitting him made the other two drop to level 1 with 1 HP. Then we could just destroy him in one shot. This is pretty much the main gameplay loop of the game, though. You fly around, you blow up enemies, you steal their keys, and then you use the keys to get items. So we just unlocked the map, and the map tells us that there's this big pillar. And the only way to get to the other side of the city, to get to the other side of the space colony, is to destroy this giant pillar. So that's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, we can't get too close to it, so we need to go get a sniper rifle. So we're going back to Town 2, and now we're going to go get the sniper rifle to blow up the big pillar. This introduces the worst mechanic of the game, which is these porters, they're called. You cannot lock on to these. This game has a lock-on system for a reason, and they just decided to throw it in the trash for the porters. You have to very awkwardly manually aim at these. After I destroy the last one, it's gonna make a box appear with the sniper in it, but I can't interact with the box until I've escaped from this encounter. So I just need to hope that the enemies stay off screen for 3 seconds, which they don't seem too keen on doing right now. Please leave me alone for 3 seconds. Oh my god, at the last second they flew in front of the screen. I'm just gonna back up and try this again. Okay, this should work this time. Yeah, yikes. That was pretty bad RNG. This is a really early game reset, heavy speed game. Because of that, you ideally don't want to get caught by anyone there. But hey, we've got the sniper rifle now. This is that glitch I mentioned a few minutes ago, by the way. On the HD version of this game, we can shoot through the pillar, and I just totally whiffed a shot. Jeez. We can shoot through the pillar before the little targets fully spin around, and that saved us a couple seconds. There we go. Pillar destroyed. We're now able to move to the second part of the game, which is these EPS generators. I don't remember what EPS is supposed to stand for, but basically it's the power generators for the whole colony, and we're going to blow them both up. They're powering a wall or something that we need to get through, so we're just going to blow up the generators on our quest to save the colony, ostensibly. Can't blow this one up quite yet, though. We just have to go watch that cutscene. Going in there and seeing that we cannot blow up the generator yet because of a barrier is what activates these enemies here. Otherwise, they're just not here. Go. Yeah, these guys are not being friendly. You'll notice that they're level 2S instead of just level 2. The S means asshole. That's what it stands for. I don't actually remember what the S stands for, but the S just means they're extra annoying. There's key number 1 we need. Key number 2 is back in Town 1 where we fought the first boss. S for super, maybe. I don't know. It might stand for, like, strong. They do tell you. They tell you. I just don't remember because it's been a really long time. We're going for the level 3S passcode dudes in the background.
Colony damage increasing due to battle.
These guys have the special distinction. Wow, really? There we go. That one actually hit. You can see the first one just clipped right through them. These guys are extra evil because they have lasers, and with these lasers they can actually stun lock you to death, even though I'm playing on easy. So my objective here is to separate them so that this doesn't happen. Not great. There we go. I got some minions as well, so I need to get rid of them, and now we can leave. Oh, we're going this way. Alright, so we've got the 2 keys, which means now we can activate, or we can destroy, not activate. We can destroy EPS 1, so we're going to go do that now. Some really exciting flying here. Really beautiful game. Just has more fog than like an N64 game at times. Ugh. They're just blocking everything today. For some reason, that enemy has slightly less health than all the others, so we can do that alternate strat to it where we throw him into the wall. Also, this one, for some reason, is a 2-star, which means he's a commander, even though he's not commanding anybody. Not sure why they did that. Here's the generator. There we go. We blew it up. It's dead now. And before we leave, we need to go pick up an item that requires the 2 keys that we got in EPS 2 and in Town 1. That's off to the left. Yeah. Come on. Come on, you're level 1. Why are you dodging so much? Thank you. Alright, rap control. Shinji has now learned how to rap, or whatever this kid's name is. I just call him Shinji, because this is basically Shinji. He's now learned how to rap. Actually, we've learned how to control raptors, which are the name of these basic enemies. So the idea here is that we can't get into EPS2 because of the barrier, but the enemy robots can. So we're going to go commission an enemy raptor and then play as that for a little bit. What relevance does the title have to the game or plot? So here's the deal. Here's the deal with Zone of the Enders. It's really corny. Oh, we're going this way. It's incredibly corny. So we're basically, this whole game is about space racism. Right now, we're on our space colony orbiting Jupiter, right? And we're being attacked by the space Martian Nazis, is basically who they are. And the reason why they're attacking us is because they want our mech. But there's this whole, like, racism angle to it, where people who live farther away from Earth are considered, like, losers in society. So their term for that is Enders, because we're at the end of the solar system. So we're in the zone of the Enders, because this is the zone of the Enders. And that's where the title comes from.
We have shot down the enemy.
Anyway, we've got the Raptor. The Raptor's moves are completely different than your main mech, and they are a whole lot worse. This Raptor is a bit of a pain in the ass, but we just got... what's this called? Detect, I think they called it. The Detect program lets us see invisible stuff, which we need because there's one invisible enemy in this game that has to die. We'll fight him a little bit later.
We have obtained the Metatron ore.
There are a lot of abilities that do different random things in this game. Like, there's... The only ones that I pick up are Detect, Sniper Rifle, and Decoy, because those are the only ones required for the plot. But there are, like, I think 10 of them. There are a whole bunch of little powers that you can get that do different things. They're just all slow. You have to shoot porters for them and stuff. Anyway, we've blown up both generators, so now in addition to destroying one of the main support structures of that pillar, we've now also wiped out power to the entire colony, so we're doing a really good job of protecting the colony here. Before I move on, though, I need to go back to EPS2, because even though the Raptor picked up the detection program, I do not have it. The Raptor has it. So we now need to go and kill the Raptor that we were just piloting so that I can take the detection program off of him, and then we can move on with the game. This is just sort of a lengthy fly back through these tunnels again. There he is. He sort of shows up out of nowhere. And now we've got the detector. And again, that's because there's one invisible enemy that we have to kill in this game. That's why we got the detector. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to do any of this. Cool. The place the game wants us to go next is Mountain 1, because they've decided to build mountains into their space colony, I guess. But on the way there, you get shot down by the second boss, and he installs a virus on our robot. So the mech now has a virus. You can see in the bottom left corner, we're locked at 1 HP. And I'm not sure how well this really comes through on stream because of the bitrate, but there's also like some weird visual effects going on as far as like the colors are crushed and things like that. It's a little weird, but we're just gonna go McAfee headquarters here and get the antivirus installed.
Damage to...
Here we go, he's dead. Password for the vaccine. There we go. Vaccinated in 1 dose.
We have obtained the program.
So that virus didn't amount to too much then. We can't go fight the second boss though until we've got the decoy program that'll allow us to dodge his virus beam. So that of course is going to require more passcodes. Because of course it does. Everything requires passcodes. Really? That guy just had to fly behind the wall there, didn't he? This is a very strange place to be doing this fight, but it's fine because there's no one near me. Alright, these are those invisible enemies that I mentioned that we gotta fight. They're just straight up not there if you don't have the detector program, so it's not like you can even try to fight them. They just don't even spawn. And more importantly, the second group here, I have no idea who that hit. Okay, that was good. Good double hit. Good double hits.
Increasing due to battle. We have obtained the passcode.
And there's our 2 codes. So now we can go and get decoy. Bit of a wrinkle to the plan though. Decoy comes with no ammo, so we actually need to shoot some more porters here. Fortunately, I've still got 11 sniper bullets, so we don't actually have to fly all the way out there.
We have destroyed a porter. We have destroyed a
Sniper has a massive amount of auto aim on it as well, so even though you can't usually lock onto porters, the sniper can, so that makes it really helpful to have here. Oop, missed a shot. Especially the second shot I've missed, so I'm gonna have to go and shoot that one manually. Wow, I'm bad. I'm bad, I just missed a bunch of shots. After talking up how easy it is to hit these shots because of the auto aim, I missed 2 of them immediately. The aiming is very wonky in this game. It's like not smooth at all. Oh, it's the other one. Okay.
We have obtained the program.
There we go. We've got decoy, but it's got no ammo. There we go. So that's the last of the porters, and that destroying that last porter makes this box appear, and this box has the decoy ammo in it.
We have obtained the item.
We're now good to go actually fight the second boss. Technically, you can survive this boss's first phase without the decoy, but the game just doesn't let you progress without it. It's pretty lame.
Damage to the surroundings increasing due to battle.
Actually, to prevent lag, I don't want to do those. I just want to shoot him. On easy, we do enough damage with the pea shooter that we don't need to do charge shots in the first phase. So you can see he's like HP locked. If we didn't use decoy during this fight to avoid those lasers, his HP wouldn't go below there. Anyway, here's the second phase. We cancel the charge real quick, and then we stand above his left arm like this where he can't hit me. Oop. Hit me a little bit. But there we go. That's that. Now we're good to go to Mountain. So now we're done with that map. We're not going back to the overworld. We're now firmly in, I guess you could call this the end game. It's only been like 15 minutes. This game, people had problems with this game back in the day because it's so fast. Actually, the reason why I speedrun it in the first place is because it's so short that I was curious just how short it can be.
We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
Turns out it's a real short game. Without skipping hardly anything, we're already at the end of the game in 15 minutes. Mountain is just sort of a linear area, though. We're gonna move through it. There's some commanders we gotta deal with. That was good.
The Metatron ore. We will cease battle position.
Oh yeah, another thing that the detector program lets us do is shoot the broken walls. The broken walls don't blow up if you don't have detectors, so I guess that's another reason.
We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
These guys are jerks. Now that we're dealing with 4 and 5S enemies, these guys can start doing their charge attack. Even though I am playing on easy, the charge attack will still do about half of my HP if it lands, and it's RNG. So, here's hoping it doesn't land. There's a commander here. Where is he? There he is. Oh, it got me. That actually didn't do nearly as much as I thought it was going to.
We will cease battle position.
Alright, boss number 3. The pace of this game really picks up after you get through the first half. Immediately fly up to get a bunch of free damage in. He's going to start flying around in circles around the room. I'm going to hit him with a charge shot as he comes back in, and then we're just going to try and stay as close to him as possible. This is a little tricky though. These homing projectiles are very nasty. Sort of have to move in circles to avoid them. They don't do too much damage, but they do interrupt you. And if I want to keep shooting them, then we have to not get hit. If I time my charge shots there correctly, like I did, then it cancels his attack and just lets us hit him immediately. This guy's weak spot is his butt. He exposes the weak spot on his butt. Wow, he actually hit me when he dashed away like that. If we do this correctly, it'll only be 2 phases. Good. And then look away because lag. Alright, this is the hardest boss in the game, by the way. No, don't save. No saving necessary. This hopefully will work. Good, okay. What we want to do is get her stuck in a grab combo where we're constantly throwing her against the wall. That's a lot easier said than done, though. There are certain punishable attacks you're looking for, and the timing on re-grabbing her is very tight. Oop. She escaped there.
I should take you more seriously.
Come on.
I should take you more seriously.
Wow, I'm just not doing a very good job here. Fortunately, this fight's really short. Alright, there we go. Not so bad. That can actually kill you, especially on higher difficulty categories, like very hard. If you make one mistake on that fight, you're immediately dead. It looks a lot less bad than it actually is, trust me. And speaking of things that look a lot less hard than they actually are, the bomb defusing part of the run. So there's some bombs that are going to spawn around this room. This is the end of the game, by the way. This is the last room in the game. But there's some bombs that are going to spawn. On easy, we can actually tank the bombs like so, and we don't have to defuse them. The catch is, it does most of your HP, so if we take too much damage in between bomb spawns, we won't be able to do it without dying. This should be fine. I actually did a D-Rust run of this last night, and I died here like 4 times, just because I completely forgot how much damage the bombs do. Gonna ignore these guys because I don't want them to bother me until I've blown up this bomb.
Enemy backup forces are in battle position. I recommend you initiate a one-on-one battle in distant conditions. Damage index.
God, my HP is really low. One charge shot from either of these guys would kill me. And this is a little awkward. It's not targeting who I want it to. Ooh, it got me and I didn't die. I was a bit wrong there. Come on. Please lock onto the bomb. Thank you. Oh god, it killed me. I thought I was a good HP there. I guess I wasn't. Well. Welp. Oh well, guess we're starting this room over. Maybe I should have de-rusted this a little more. Like I said, harder room than it looks, especially if you're not paying any attention. I thought I was good there. Oh well. I could also just play this safe and like not shoot the bombs, but where's the fun in that? I don't know, that whole attempt got a little awkward when the targeting wasn't cooperating on these guys. Most of the groups of enemies in this room drop Metatron, which is a full heal, but not those 5S guys. Well, like this dude should drop Metatron. And, oh, there's a third one, right? Like this dude should. There we go, full health. And then this is the last enemy. He's also the highest level enemy in the game. His AI is very stupid and he does not like getting stabbed in the back.
We have shot down the enemy. We have obtained the Metatron ore.
Alright, final boss. This is Zombie Naeth. The woman who we fought in the pink mech is now back in her destroyed mech. Also, she may or may not be a ghost. Oh, I was supposed to use decoy at some point, wasn't I? Whatever. We're going to do the same thing that we did to her the last 2 times we fought her, which is throw her against the wall a whole bunch. And this is not doing a whole bunch of damage, is it? The strat's always been annoyingly inconsistent. There we go, she's dead. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the game, but we do have 1 minute left. The commander of the Martian Nazis has arrived. His name is Anubis. There he is. He is our equal in every way. We have the most powerful mech in the world, but he has the second most powerful mech in the world, or they're like twin most powerful mechs. So neither of us can beat the other person, but the trick is, if we just stand by this wall is too much for his AI to handle, so he can't touch me. So we can just chill here, and after a minute, we're gonna nuke the entire colony and then leave. So this is the end of the game.
It's impossible for you to kill me.
Got 15 more seconds after that. Yeah, keep in mind, our goal was to save this colony. We destroyed it, we blew up a bunch of bombs, and we're now just gonna nuke the whole thing from orbit. So, good job. And there you go, that's time. Aw, man, 18 seconds over estimate. A death wrecked my run, dude. But there we go, blew the whole thing up. Colony protected. That was unfortunately not successful in killing Anubis. Good news though, I'm gonna jump right into running Zone of the Enders 2 now, and we are gonna kill Anubis in that game. So give me 1 minute as I switch consoles, because we actually don't play Zone of the Enders 2 and 1 on the same version, funny enough. But I will be back in just a moment.